So what are we doing today? What we're going to go through today is looking at the upgrading of your ICE database. I hope that you'll come away from this session, tongue-tied, feeling confident and sure of following the process to enable you to do your upgrade also for today's session, as well as in the future, any other upgrades that do occur. So let's start with a PowerPoint first up. What we're going to do, we're going to work through a PowerPoint, and at the same time, I've got a play database, which I'm going to do the process myself so that you can see how simple it really is. What we need to do before we even attempt an upgrade is actually, once you've located the files, we need to do a backup of our ICE system as well as a restore. Hopefully you are regularly doing this. For those of you in our hosted environment by Signature, that is taken care of for you. However, there's no reason to explain why do you need a backup just in case something ever happens to your system, and you should be taking that backup copy off premises as well. The restore is the process of converting a backup copy to a new database, and it pretty much ensures that your database is stable and that there are no errors. So the process is doing a backup, then a restore, then the upgrade, and then finally handling the new connections module upgrade. So working through our PowerPoint, how do we even get the files? There's two ways that you can locate your files to use for your upgrade. You can actually get them from our signaturesoftware.com.au website, and when you open up that website, you'll find a client login area. From here, you just enter your username and password. If you would like to use this method of making sure that you have got available upgrades to you, and you haven't already let us know, just send us a quick email and we can set your username and password for you. Once you've logged in, you'll need to go on the left-hand side to your software download section. And clicking on here, you'll go to your third area, begin download process. And this section will take you to advising you of what your current version is and what your download version is. So if you are using this method and you log in and you see that they are matching, you know that there are no later upgrades available for you at this moment. If your download version is greater than your current, that would then confirm that there are actually upgrade files available for you. Once you tick that you'd like to download it, you just simply click on Download Software, and that will automatically start downloading and prompting you to save to your specified location on your system. For the rest of you, you're most commonly used to getting an email from us advising you that there is a new upgrade and here is the link for you to download your files. Typically, in a normal upgrade, there's 3 files. There will be what we call the ICE exe, which is quite simply, that's just our picture icon logo that you see, the coffee shop or ICE logo. Then you'll have a .upg file, and that is the actual upgrade file. And then you will always have a connections-setup file. And that's the connections module that you also need to install when you're doing a new upgrade. Once you've received the email, it's a matter of just clicking on each file and choosing Save As and saving to your folder location, either in your ICE Live folder or somewhere on your desktop, depending on the network environment that you're currently set up in. Each of these files are what we call self-extracting exe files, which means once you've clicked Save As, you're going to be prompted to run. And this will then open up a self-extracting dialog box. What you need to do is simply click on Browse to specify where you wish to extract this file to. So typically it would be to your ICE Live upgrade folder. When you have extracted them, you'll be given a successful extraction message. I personally have never seen an extraction fail, but if it did error, a dialog message would appear advising you of that. Before contacting should this happen to you, before contacting our support desk, I recommend that you first go back and delete the file that you've just downloaded and re-download it and try and run it again. Should it fail again, definitely contact us. But only in very rare situations will it error. Once you've received that successful message, you just need to hit close, and you need to continue to do this for each of the files that you have received. So once we've downloaded our files, next we start to think about doing our backup. As I mentioned initially, the backup and restore procedure is going to promote database stability. It's going to give you that all-important backup copy of your database, and it can also potentially identify any errors, etc. within it. Thank you, everybody, for your input too. Much appreciated. Okay, so our first step, what we're going to do is take a simple copy and paste copy of our ICE database. This is just a safety net initially before we even commence the official taking of a backup. So you just need to go to your IceLife folder, locate your ice.fdb file, right-click on it for copy, and then go over into your backups folder and click paste. This is just simply a copy of a copy before we even start the process. So once we've done that, now my PowerPoint's gone a bit slow, you can choose to rename it, but because we will be deleting this, it's really only there for the time that it takes us to do the actual backup copy. From here we need to go into our utility file. The utility file for most of you, again, is contained within your IceLife folder. The utility file is where we maintain all of our users, their passwords, we create our new staff, but it's also where we do our backups, restores, upgrades, and even run user SQLs. Upon opening the utility file, the password, username and login is the same for everyone. SYSDBA, lowercase, and master key, lowercase. Master key being one word. And it is case sensitive. From here we click on our database option, and that's where you will see our backup restore options. So the first step we're going to do is take a backup. As I said, we're going to just copy our current database before we start doing anything. So selecting backup, it's going to present you with an option, and it's simply going to ask you, the backup path is, where on your system do you want to save this file? And it will automatically default to a .fbk. And that just stands for Firebird Backup Copy. With the checkboxes, all you need to do is check Ignore Transactions in Limbo and the verbose output. What that's going to do when ticked with Save Output is create a .txt file. And it's just a file that will confirm what has happened. So if anything was to happen with your backup process and our support desk were assisting you, having that TXT file may be of value to us as well. So I do recommend that you do select verbose output and save the output. Then we click OK, and it's going to prompt us, where do you wish to save this .txt file? And I typically suggest just pop it into your backups folder. And from here, the backup will actually commence. Depending on the size of your database, it could be quite quick, or it could take up to an hour or possibly even more. Now, the most important thing to remember when you're doing a backup, even if it appears to stop or show the message not responding, do not close it, cancel it, force shutdown or anything. It's just that the database is in the process of catching up and doing its thing. If it was to error, you will be advised in red letters on this screen advising you that backup has errored because of XYZ. If that does happen, that it's in red as an error, that's when you can contact our support desk and get further assistance, because there is obviously an issue with the database that we're trying to back up.